So this is a quick blast around Barker's Pool in Sheffield. Just been speaking to a lady from London. Said she'd never go back to London, and she's saying the same things as me about London. She also recognises what's happening in Sheffield as well. So that's City Hall. I love ballroom dancing in there every Saturday afternoon. Also it was Tuesday and Thursday, and after the lockdown the only time now is actually on a Thursday. I don't even know if there's a tea dancing there today, but my interest in it's disappeared. Love my ballroom dancing, but they didn't appeal to the younger people. Wasn't enough sort of Latin American dancing to entice the younger people in. So it's just older people, which is such a shame because they should be encouraging the younger generation in. Cenotaph here. I dread to think what my granddad would think of this area if he was still alive. So we've got the John Lewis building shut down. What it will become, I don't know. It's listed. Not really that bothered about listing a building like this because this was built in 1964, same year as I was born. I can only understand that they want to list it to stop it being another ginormous building, blocking the light out. Then down here we had the old Gourmet Cinema, then it became a red Meccano building with two cinemas in the top. They didn't last very long, became nightclubs. Now they're changing the facade on this. It might actually look alright when they've changed the facade on it. I might actually have a positive news story from Sheffield. So we've got the Fountain Precinct up here. We had Josephine's in the bottom of here or somewhere. The ballroom's actually in the bottom of here. This is the doorway in. It's Thursday. I don't know whether it's happening today, but they didn't make enough money from it, I don't think. Cost me £3.50 for a Saturday afternoon's dancing, and they'll be thinking, well, you know what, we could make more money from weddings and various other functions, but it's a ballroom. And dancing sort of refreshes the soul. You used to see people walking in with the sticks when they walked in, and after an hour or two's dancing, they used to be walking back out with a spring in the step. So I don't know what these doorways are for. It must have been important at one bit. They did a lot of work on the actual City Hall back in 2000. They shut it down, or just after 2000. And I'm sure we used to queue in at that end at one bit, and then they moved the end around. But where you can now see Fountain Precinct was a hotel, the Grand Hotel. Now, this part of the hotel wasn't particularly nice, but when you went onto Leopold Street, there was a Buccaneer pub, and those buildings were absolutely gorgeous, and how they knocked those down I do not know. And that was 1970s that. So like I say, I criticise this Sheffield City Council, but I think most of the damage was done by previous Sheffield City Councils. I just want to show you Balm Green Park. Now this is a new monument to COVID-19. Now I've done a Freedom of Information request, and there's a little bit of work here, a few stones on the floor, and that cost about 300,000 quid at the moment. I don't know if those costs will actually go up. Now this used to be a lot more green. It used to have lovely flower beds in it, and most of that's now gone, if you can see. But please raise freedom of information requests for Sheffield City Council. Hold them to account, because the more they get, the more they start to see how unhappy people are, and they have responded. And see, they're just basically taking the green away. They have lovely flower beds and a lot more grass than what we're seeing now, you can see. So when they talk about greater green, I have to laugh. But Sheffield's getting a lot of the money from some sort of central building fund. I think only about £83,000 came from the actual budget of Sheffield City Council, from the council tax. So you can see more 1950-60 type buildings. Like I said, this was where the Grand Hotel was, behind Balm Green Park. So that's just a quick spin around Barker's Pool, show you where we are at the moment with the development.